Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you probably till about 5 o'clock. I got some stuff to do. Oh, let's see. Let's get right to it. Vincent, good afternoon. Vincent's representing Blue Ash. Maria, representing North College Hill. Good afternoon. Ron, good afternoon. Ron just came in with a cuss word. Drea, good afternoon, representing Sycamore Township. And rounding out the top five, Mike Ballard, representing Woodlawn. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hold on, let me see something. Boom. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. I have to do this. I'm sorry, y'all. This. Okay. All right. So there's that. Why are you not reconnected? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm having some. Let's cancel that. Sorry. I thought I had this all together. I thought I had it, and I don't. I don't have to do that. Do that. Sorry, y'all. My team don't have everything together like they should have, and so I have to come in and clean up behind them. Okay. Previously logged in with Facebook. Yes, I would like to continue. Okay. Now I'm waiting. It's supposed to be doing something. And are we good? Okay, they're saying we're not good. On the personal page, it's saying we're not good. Can anybody check your notifications? Hey, little baby, bring me that phone. Did I get a message? What? It, anytime you got this phone, you supposed to be constantly checking for messages. Constantly. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry I had to go through all of this. Refresh. What are you doing? Okay, yes, send a message. Okay. Open that up. I blame you. All right, so that's there. Now you should just continue. See if it worked. It still didn't work. Let's turn you off. Turn you back on. All right, I think that's it from here. All right, I don't know what's going on. Something's happening. Uh, something's happening with the personal page now. And it keeps telling me to do something, and every time I do it, It keeps asking me if I wanted to do it. Yes, that's why I said do it. I'm getting annoyed. So let's just keep going. I'm sorry if y'all don't see me on the personal page. I apologize. I'll fix it after the show. But Mike in the house, Pat in the house representing Westwood, Erica in the house representing Reading, Daryl, good afternoon. Miss Pittsburgh representing Western Pennsylvania, Fame in the house representing Gross Busy, David in the house representing Westchester. Did the happening happen? Yes, the happening happened. While all y'all was hating on the happening, see, I was the only one, twin, who was 100% down with the happening. Y'all was all hating on the happening. But the happening happened, and I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Not that y'all don't already know, but y'all probably didn't piece the two together. Lewis says, I'm on YouTube. It's good. Is anybody on the personal page? Because the personal page doesn't seem to be working. Is anybody on the personal page? Hold on, let me do this. Go here. Scroll down. Okay, now it looks like the personal page is working. Okay. So it looks like the personal page is working. That means I can shut that down. I can shut that down. And I can go back here. All right. Brent in the house, representing Dallas. Good afternoon. Diane, Regina, representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. Mary, representing White Oak. Good afternoon. Yissy, representing Bond Hill. Good afternoon. CK in the house. Veronica from College Hill. Good afternoon. Samuel, what's up? We got Pamela, representing North Avondale. Dwayne, representing Mount Airy. Diane says the happening did not happen. It did. Jerica, Hola. Let me see. Robert says I'm on the personal page. All right. Mike says he is and it's working. Wyatt didn't do a show today. Where have you been? I've been here. Andrea representing Gulf Manor. Shahara representing Bond Hill. Brenda representing Fairfield. All right. And I think I'm pretty much caught up. All right. From the happening. It was a pretty big happening. Mayor Eric Adams charged with bribery and fraud. The mayor of New York was indicted yesterday on charges of bribery and fraud. The first time in the history of New York that a sitting mayor has been indicted on criminal charges. See, all y'all hate it, but something happened. The happening happened. So, and that happened on the 25th. So, yeah. Haters. See, haters will hate. David says, that's the happening. That is something that, look, we were just told that something was going to happen. And something happened. And that's something pretty big. Now, you can chalk it up to coincidence if you want to. But if a prophet tells you something is going to happen, something is going to happen. Twin Seabury says Twin said Biden would act a donkey on the 25th. No. Well, maybe he did say that, but that means Twin maybe misunderstood the prophecy. Because that's not what the prophet said. The prophet said that something was going to happen. And that you were going to remember the day. And he said before November, Biden is going to prove a lot of stuff. And who's to say that that's not true? So, as far as I'm concerned, the prophet was on point. The prophet was on point. I have to admit, I doubt it because it seemed really vague, but the prophet was on point. Something big happened. And this is water, by the way. I stopped at Arby's and got a big cup of water. I got a sandwich, a turkey sandwich, but I got a big cup of water. So, for all y'all haters, the prophet was right. What else is going on? Look, y'all, I'm very uncomfortable doing this show today because my neck is still really, really stiff. The muscle in my neck is super sore. Or I technically, this muscle feels like it goes down like my shoulder blade. And when I do this, that it's sore. Now, just that much makes it hurt. So I was not going to do the show today at all because I'm like, oh my God. And I had to sit there and look at the camera. But, I mean, it is. It is what it is. What else is going on that people are still talking about? I want y'all to know that I don't know exactly what the conversation is going on one side with regard to the police chief and CPS. But the conversation on another side on about the police chief and CPS. Now, of course, a lot of these people don't live in Cincinnati. This is 700 WLW crowd. They are 100% behind Chief Thigi and, against young black people and CPS and all of that kind of stuff. Like, people think not having their voices heard is a good thing, or just ignoring stuff, acting like, oh, that ain't no big deal. We don't even have to talk about it. We don't have to express our opinions on it. But you have to understand the dynamic in probably most cities, but definitely in Cincinnati. The dynamic is you have one side screaming loud about something and you have another side screaming loud about it. And a lot of the politicians and things like that, they pay attention to whoever is screaming the loudest. So while people trying to take the high road and, not say anything or act like everything, and it ain't that big of a deal, it's all good. There's another side that's screaming loudly that CPS need to do something. They need to come up off some money. They need to come up off some personnel. They need to do something because the police chief said so. So I'm just saying that to let y'all know. We talked about it yesterday. I'm just saying that to let y'all know, if you don't wholeheartedly agree with the police chief, you better make that known. You better make that known. And in Cincinnati, the place to make that known is the Lincoln Ware Show on 1230 The Buzz between 10 and 1. Because that's what they're listening to gauge the temperature of Black Cincinnati. Fair or unfair? Fair or unfair? That's what they're listening to gauge the temperature of Black Cincinnati. And if they listen to 700 and 700 is screaming, yes, come up off some money, do something, get rid of people, whatever, and they listening to 1230 The Buzz and nobody's saying anything, they rolling with the 700 people. I mean, sure, you got some people, who's kind of in the mix and they're giving their opinions, but I gotta let y'all thoughts be known. Mary says they have to start at some point. They who have to start what at some point, Mary? Mary says, yep, the parents should be held responsible for their kids. I'm just saying. Well, y'all know when we having that discussion is a weird discussion. Yes, neglectful parents should be held responsible for their neglect. I don't like the idea, because when you say that parents should be held responsible for their kids, that opens up the door for so much stuff. And I can't go with it in all instances, and in every case. I can't agree with it. And I know people like to think, oh, Emanuel just say stuff and he's being extreme for whatever reason. But I'm not being extreme. I'll be trying to tell y'all sometimes how these people are processing the stuff that they hear. And y'all think I'm being, as Twin likes to say, extra. If this is your first time here, I have a caller, a listener, a watcher by the name of Twin. And, he's special. And he always says that I'm being extra about everything. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to get people to understand that people take these words and, as they say, they weaponize them. And so if we sitting there talking about hold parents responsible, that sound good until every time your kid get in trouble, you get in the same trouble that your kid get in. Every time your kid do the slightest thing wrong, you are literally held responsible for that. To the point where, they looking at you like you getting some criminal charges now because your kid done did all of this minor stuff. And they gonna make that stuff bill. And I don't know that we want to go down that path. I told y'all, remember in Michigan when the guy shot up the school, whatever, and his parents went to jail? And I told y'all people were upset about that. I heard it again today. That, look, you got these kids downtown. We saw it. They're pulling guns on cops, which no one has even claimed that 12-year-olds are pulling guns on cops at Government Square. But that is the story. That is the narrative that they're rolling with on 700. I'm telling you, because I heard it today, and maybe y'all don't know, but a lot of times I hear them and I want to call. I used to call 700 kind of regularly, but I wanted to call a lot of times, and I don't call. But today I called. The line was busy because they were talking about 12-year-olds on Government Square pulling guns on cops. And one of these days, and they're using that thing that the chief said, but they're taking it to another level as if she said that this has happened. Which I don't want to go down a rabbit hole in these conversations, because then I feel like Trump and just saying stuff. And I believe that the chief said that whole piece about, we don't want some, God forbid, some 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old pulls out a gun on a cop, and then a cop has to make that decision about whether or not to use that weapon and whatever. I don't think she accidentally said that. I don't think she was just looking to, oh, the worst case scenario. I think they know that when they say stuff like that, people gonna take it and run with it as if that is something that's actually happening on a regular basis, which is what they're doing, or at least what they were doing earlier today on 700. And they were having these conversations as if this is a normal occurrence every day down there on Government Square. 2, 3, 4, 15-year-olds is pulling guns on cops, and cops is letting kids slide instead of shooting them to defend their lives. So I don't think she said that, just, oh, this could be a worst case scenario. I think she knew what she was doing. But that's just me. I think she knew. I'm not saying 100% she did. I think she knew what she was doing when she said that. And I think she knew where they would take it. But that's the conversation that they're having. And so in my mind plays these things out. And, maybe to a potential worst case scenario. That what they're doing, the reason they're taking that little piece and having a much larger conversation about it, and they're tying that in, again, all of this happened today, and they're tying that in with, if we're seeing Lady K says tap water? I'm not sure what that means. If we're talking about parents being responsible for the actions of their children, which we like to say too. You know what I'm saying? It's something that people say and it sounds good and it feels good. I think until you really think about it. I always ask when I hear people say that, did you ever do anything when you were younger that your parent didn't know about, that you knew you didn't have no business doing, and if you had got caught, you would have got in trouble for it? Not in trouble like with your parent, but in some legal trouble for it. I think back, and yeah, I did some stuff. Not a lot, because I was a good kid. You know what I'm saying? My issues was not doing homework and school stuff. But, yeah, I did stuff. I got into a few fights. Do I want my parent charged with assault because I punched somebody? Emanuel, ain't nobody saying that. That's what they're saying. See, that's what I'm saying. When we say this stuff, we're saying it with what we think is a clear mind and reasonable, logical, but you have to listen to the political discourse that is going on. You have to listen to the political discourse that's going on. I'm sorry, I see Twins comment, who lined Del Mallory's mustache? How do I know? But I'm listening to the political discourse that's going on. These are the same people who telling you that Haitians is eating dogs and cats and pets. These are the same people who they are taking things to the extreme. And so if we sitting there talking about hold parents responsible, and then two kids get into a fight, next thing you know, you got two sets of parents being charged with assault. Well, no, that's not what I meant by hold parents responsible. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But again, I would ask, did you do anything when you were young that if they held your mama and or your daddy responsible for your action, that your mama and your daddy would have been in trouble, that they had no idea that you were doing, they would not have supported you doing it? But that's what we want. We want parents in jail now because their kids acted up and they didn't know it. And somehow you think that's going to solve the problem. Jerica says, I didn't. So, Jerica, you never got into a fight growing up. Everybody didn't get into fights growing up. So, I believe that. You never jaywalked? Crossed against the light, as they say. The light was saying, don't walk, and you walked. You never did that? Mary says, some of them know their kids are off the hook. Look, I agree with you. Some of them know. Some of them don't care. I agree with all of that. But all I'm cautioning is that we think about what we asking for and how people are gonna take that to the extreme and react to it. Twin.
Amen.
Yes, twin.
Can you hear me, Mike?
I can hear you. Sound like you're whispering.
No, I'm outside. I'm on break and stuff, so I had to call in real quick.
All right.
Why you just didn't wait till 7 till your uncle go off to come on?
Till who go off?
Your uncle, Lincoln West.
Lincoln goes off at 1.
No, he's back on. He had a remote somewhere.
He had what?
I guess he had a remote or something he had to do at some event. What's going on?
Oh, I was not aware of that.
How you wasn't aware, but you was about to call Lincoln.
Who said somebody was about to call Lincoln? What are you talking about?
I thought you said you was about to call in or something, but the lines was busy.
No, I said earlier today when I was listening to 700 WLW and they were saying stuff, I tried to call in, but the line was busy.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm assuming they making stuff up like you. My bad. What's going on, E-Man?
Not much, man. These kids.
Hey, I like the shirt you got on. Is that a Joker, Ace of Spades or something?
It's a king.
Oh, the king.
Yeah, like the king
right.
of talk.
I don't know about the king of talk.
You know.
No, I don't know about the king of talk. I know the king though. King Jesus. King James.
Oh, speaking of King Jesus, let me tell you, twin, you was right. You was on point. And something did happen yesterday. The prophet
Assassination on what? The president?
No, the president was not assassinated.
Attempt shots fired at the president or something?
No. The mayor of New York was indicted on criminal charges.
Well, he knew that was coming. Somebody had to take the blame for the immigrants. You gave a key to the dude that convicted, about to be convicted. And that thing, you see the migrants coming in there. So, hey, somebody got to take a hand what they want to know what all that money is.
He was not charged with migrants coming into the country.
Man, stop it, man. Stop. They just don't want y'all to know that. They was getting paid. They want to know where that money is, man. That was sent there. Why the migrants get a hold. So see, people about the man. Cat Williams did a good job exposing people and how people are, man. It's time for y'all to stop staying in that closet. Just come out and tell the truth, man. And you got to give credit to Cat Williams for what he did.
Twin.
Because,
Twin.
What?
These are charges stemming from back in 2014. Okay? They say...
Yeah, they want to. Man, they could... Huh?
These are bribery, wire fraud, conspiracy, and soliciting campaign contributions from foreign nationals that stem back from 2014 when he was a Brooklyn borough president.
Hey, man, I'm not trying to hear that. Man.
I know, because your story makes for a much juicier story, but it really doesn't make sense.
Hey, man, if they want to get you, man, they want to get you. They knew what Diddy was doing. They knew what R. Kelly was doing. Bill Cosby, rest of them. When they want to hit you, man, they get you. Oh, you don't want to be in compliance? Oh, you want to ask for some money? What money? We own that, Negro. You don't own nothing. As a matter of fact, remember back in 1978, you put that Jello foot mixed with some perks up in there. Remember that? Hey, R. Kelly, remember back in 2000, you was in Chicago at that concert backstage with that little 14-year-old? Come on, man. They know what all this was going on. So they got somebody got to take the blame game. Negro, you ain't never going to be on top of it enough. We own you. You are slave. Come on, man.
Twin.
That's how it goes.
Twin.
Ain't no twin nothing.
Twin,
that's
not,
how it goes,
but that's
man.
not necessarily how it go. Look,
Man,
the federal government does not know everything that you do. They don't.
They know what's going on, man.
They don't. They don't always know what's going on. Oh, my neck.
That tape, that R. Kelly tape's been floating around Chicago since he been in this thing.
Why are we talking about R. Kelly?
No, just listen. If you just listen, you talk too much. Just listen for a minute, man.
But just
and then back in that day, 2016, Puffy Big beat upside her head. It ain't nothing new. All of a sudden it come to light. They know what's going on, man. If they want to hit you, they know how to hit you. They go all the way back, just like they do. They doing background. Try on that lady, Kamala. Hey, man, she wasn't born in 80. She wasn't born in this. They know what's going on, man. Then they fact check and bring out her whole record book, her birth certificate, and everything. Go all the way back, man. They know what's going on, man. You stop acting slow, man. I know you more smarter than that. You be playing comedian and stuff, but be real, man. Just think. They know what's going on. You might not think it. They know what's going on. I don't care what you say. We've been watching you 5 years.
Oh.
Wait, dang, 5 years? They told me that, man.
Well, there's a good chance. Hold on. There's a good chance they was lying to you when they told you that.
No, they wasn't, man. Because they went back and when I saw that transcript, what transaction took place, when, day, and whatever. You did this. You smacked at his day. You served that person that. What? Yeah, man. They know. It was so cold. Say, hey, you facing 10 or 15. Give us your brother. What? You done lost your mind.
Twin.
No, I'm cool.
Twin.
What?
Sometimes they lie to you, okay?
No, Emanuel.
Twin, hold on. I'll let you talk. Let me talk. I'll let you talk.
Man?
Let me talk. Sometimes they lie, right? So they can go back and investigate. So, like, if I went back and I investigated you from 5 years ago, I could get you in the room. I'm not finished, though. I could get you in a room, and I could say, Twin, I've been watching you for 5 years. You did this on this date, and you did this on this day. Anything that I can find a record of, I can tell you that I've been eyeballing you for 5 years. That don't mean I've been watching you for 5 years. Now, they may have been watching you for 5 years if you were involved in criminal behavior that had somehow got put on their radar. But just because the police tell you that they've been watching you, don't mean that they've been watching you. They can lie to you to get you to tell them what they want you to tell them.
Lord, you don't know. You don't see. You ain't never been through the system and stuff, so you wouldn't even know. When you label as the drug thing or you label as the street cred and stuff, they got all right, man. They know what they doing. When I looked at my emotional discovery and I looked at it, whole booklet, I'm like, damn. And I say, man, I take this, man. Take this 8,000. Hey, give me a less of time, because I was facing 10 or 15. I thank God I got it down to 4.5. Man, come on, man. They know, man. When them people know, they know.
Again, that's because apparently you or someone in your orbit had done something to draw their attention.
But I don't even know why I'm even bringing this talking to you, because you don't know.
Because you don't know. But just
because I've been through the system 3 or 4 times.
So wait a minute. So the feds can tell me what I did yesterday. They know.
You what stealing people trademarks off T-shirts?
No.
They ain't with that petty stuff.
Right. That's my point. I haven't done anything to draw their attention, so they're not
you work
watching
for the
me.
neighborhood watch committee, man, watching people
goodness.
down your street. So you a fair square, man, a straight neutron. So they ain't looking at you. You just neighborhood watcher, man.
You're right. They know everything that everybody's ever done.
Hey, off that, man. Off that. Look, with them kids and everything situation, they knew what's going on here, man. Fiji, whatever his name. They know what's going on. Of course, a 12, 13-year-old pull a gun on me, whatever, if I'm a police. Right, I'm going to blow his head off. And so, hey, sorry, kid, hey, pull the gun out on me. But like, it was one, I forgot who was there. Yes, I don't know if it was on your podcast or the Lincoln Ware show. So, them kids, like he said, them kids, they're a good kid at home. But when you get to school with the parent conference and all that, and you say, you know, your kid did this, my kid ain't like that and all that. And he said, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and all that, and they just show offs, man. Want to be fit with the hardcore, but they not. They squares, man.
That does exist. That's not all of the kids, but that does exist.
I'm just saying, some yeah, it do exist, but you know, this ain't you, man. Your mama ain't raised you like that, but you try to fit in and shit with the kids that, you know, you had ADHD, well, they label them as ADHD or, you know, in the slow class. Them the ones that really clown. But this ain't your league. You don't even smoke. Now you puffing now? And so that's how I look at it, man. So all these kids, you know, some of them, man, they try to fit in with what's not. What they can't do, man. They try to fit in so hard. Sag their pants, you know, smoke blunts and, you know, wear the hoodies and all that extra stuff, man. So, you know, I just say pray for me, man. With, like I said, that mayor guy, what he got here coming, man. So it had part of it had something to do with their immigrants, man. They knew what he did back in 2014. So that mayor in Chicago, Mayor Johnson, he next. He better not run again, but he next though. And everything. So it just, this 2024 has been an episode, man, from the election to Diddy to next is probably TD, Jay-Z, who knows? You wake up with somebody else new, but, you know, I'm just hoping, praying that they did.
Did they hold on, did they get Diddy because of the immigrants too?
No, they got Diddy because he went against the grain, man. He went against them big top authorities. The billionaires. He sued them, and you know, they say, oh, you want to play with us, huh? Hey, Cass, get him for that 50, 30 million, whatever. Okay. You dig? Matter of fact, hey, dude, get him for that 100 million. Man, they gonna break you, dude. It's over for you.
All right.
You know,
I was just checking.
He was on the road for a minute.
Did they got Trump because of the immigrants?
Who?
Trump.
Trump got caught because of what?
Immigrants.
No, Trump got caught because they want him out of there. He didn't get caught for no damn immigrants.
He not in there. Man. What do you mean? He not in there.
I mean, he got charged all them 34 counts, ain't he?
Right. He not.
Trump
you said they want him out of there. They want him out of where? He's not in anywhere.
You said that he get caught by the immigrants.
No, you said because you're saying that the mayor of New York was indicted because of immigrants. So
you know what happened, man? What happened? They flooded that city.
No, I don't know what happened. I don't think you know what happened.
They flooded that city with them immigrants, and the Democrats like, come on, man, you messing up our money and everything. They know what time it is, man. He was playing with them people. They knew what happened back in 2014, and we don't get along with the get along and everything. That's what happened, man.
That doesn't make sense, twin. That doesn't make sense.
There was money involved, man. When they hit his team secretaries and everything else that's on his whatever payroll, whatever. When they hit them, I said, yes, so they coming for him next. When they was hitting their house and laptop, I said, he next. And everything like Johnson, you next too. All this madness going on with these immigrants and all that, they going way back on y'all.
This don't have nothing to do with immigrants.
It do got something to do with immigrants.
It doesn't. I'm telling you, it doesn't.
Emanuel, when you don't get in compliance on white folks, they gonna do anything. Think about that governor, that Como's dude that was governor. See what happened to him.
That was because of immigrants?
No, he ain't getting compliance with them folks. Oh, you raped this girl. You touched your co-worker. You either resign or get fired or go to jail. Which one you want?
You know, Vince
So-
McMahon got in trouble. Was that because of immigrants?
Vince McMahon, who
The wrestling guy.
see what he did?
What
You
he-
won't see him nowhere in the spotlight.
Was it because
When
of
they had him right
immigrants?
Stop playing, man. Be for real
I
sometimes.
am. I'm trying to show you
No,
how
man.
ridiculous
No.
you sound. You sound
No,
ridiculous.
when you don't get in compliance with them people, man. We don't get in compliance with them people. That's what happened, man.
What people was he not in compliance with?
You know the elite.
Who?
When they want something,
I don't know them. Who are they? Who?
don't worry about it. Google and see. You know who the elites are, man.
I don't. Who are they? Tell me. Enlighten me. Educate me.
I'm not going to educate
Because
on
you
nothing.
don't know who the elites are. You done heard
Okay.
somebody say the elites, and so now you saying the elites. But you don't know who they
Okay.
are.
Okay, man.
So then who are
Just
they?
Google it.
No,
Just
tell me.
Google and see.
Who are they? Who are they? You tell me.
I don't know you, man. I really don't.
Then why are you saying something you don't know?
Because I can't do. I don't want to tell you. You know who I'm talking about. Just
No,
Google and see who I'm
I
talking
have
about.
no idea who you're talking about. Please tell
From
me.
the Bushes and the rest of them. Warren Buffett, Gates, the top authorities, man.
So
We don't
so
get compliant.
wait. So who put out the hit on the mayor of New York? Warren Buffett?
Probably so. Ain't no telling, man. It was somebody, the top authority. When you don't get in compliance with him, Emanuel, that's what happened.
In compliance with whom?
When you don't want to obey the master, like, hey. just
Obey
like-
when you don't want to obey who? Who was he not obeying?
I'm saying when you don't get in compliance with they, like, say for instance.
Who is they? No, who is they? You said when you don't come in compliance with they, whatever. Who is they?
Like when you say, let me see, like Diddy, what he did.
Uh-huh.
He went against some big time billionaires from the, what was that, Diego, whatever that liquor, whatever, some rock and the rest of. When he going against them, and they say, "Oh, you what? You don't own nothing." And he sued him and everything. He won the settlement, whatever he did, and they came right back at him. See, if he would have just shut up and went with the flow, you collect your money. And what happened? Hey, no.
Or if he wouldn't have been beating people and drugging people and all of that kind of stuff, then none of that stuff would have happened, right?
Emanuel, he been doing that, man. This ain't nothing new under the sun, man. He been doing that. He been doing that,
and
man.
sometimes you do stuff and then eventually you get caught.
When you don't go with the get along game, you
Or
get caught.
when people decide to come forward and make a big deal about it.
So when R. Kelly, P. Diddy, who else? R. Kelly, P. Diddy, Bill Cosby, and the rest of them, Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. So what happened to them?
Some of them were drug overdoses.
Jimi Hendrix.
Drug overdose. Do you not believe that people overdose on drugs? So everybody who overdosed on drugs was either bringing in immigrants or wasn't going along with what whoever they are, said?
Man, they all of a sudden they all come up dead or whatever.
It wasn't all of a sudden. Jimi Hendrix was back in the 70s? And Prince was in 2019 or something like that, 2009 or something. That's
That man
not
did
all
a
of
whole
a sudden. That's a lot of years in between all of those people getting in trouble. It's not all of a sudden. Do you know what suddenly is?
Man, that was a hit, man. I don't care what nobody says.
What was a hit? What was a
because
hit?
From them asking for their master, for them about to fund the Black Panther movement and everything else, it was all a hit, man.
Wait, who are we talking about now?
I'm saying them people I just named, man. Damn.
All of them was trying to fund the Black Panthers?
Like Jimi Hendrix and all them.
So now we're going back to Jimi Hendrix. Okay, so what about Prince?
Prince asked for his master.
That
He
was
said,
years
no,
before.
Michael Jackson, they wanted to get Sony and his catalog to the
He
Beatles.
had the
said,
Sony catalog for years.
I'm saying to the Beatles and their Elvis.
Yeah, he had that
and
for
he said,
years.
Hell no.
He had it for years. Why didn't they just kill him then?
They wanted him, man. He said no. Whitney Houston did an audit on her damn record, her money, said where all this going and everything. And they said, what? Kill her. Gave us some bad dope, and what she do? Drown in the tub.
So why ain't they killed Taylor Swift?
I don't know what she in compliance with.
No, she complained. She wanted her masters, and then she went and re-recorded her stuff so that she could get the money off of it. So why they ain't take her out yet?
So did she get her money from her master?
She re-recorded her stuff so that that can be the stuff that's out there.
Oh, okay.
So they not getting the money. No, she's 100% not in compliance with them. They didn't want her to do that.
What's else new on your
hold on. Is she funding the Black Panthers?
I don't know who she from. Who she with? Kamala,
she is. So she bringing in immigrants.
Don't put it past.
Okay.
She on 18.
I really believe that you believe the stuff, that you believe whoever you heard say this stuff, but I'm trying to help you by telling you it doesn't make sense.
Because you don't sit down and take time out to look. And
just because it doesn't make sense.
Be around people that real people and stuff, real gangsters and everything.
It just
real
doesn't,
OGs
it doesn't
whatever,
make
know the
sense.
It
doesn't make sense, bro.
You sit back and, want to make a mockery of people and, try to feel like somebody don't know.
I'm not marking you at all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you so that other people don't make mockery of you.
I'm not listening to you. Who are you? I'm not listening to you because you take things as a joke, man.
I'm trying to help you not be taken as a joke.
No. You're not helping me. Then you try to get people upset and aroused and all that crazy stuff. I know how you work out,
How
man.
am I trying to upset people?
I ain't gonna cuss you out today.
Bro, I'm trying to help you. Some of the stuff you're saying just doesn't make sense. Other people will mark you because of it, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm trying to help you.
No. I ain't listening to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if today the feds go release Larry Hoover today. He went to court today. I'm trying to see if they go release. But even though they release, he still got state time, which you don't know nothing about.
No. Thankfully, I don't know nothing about state time.
You know about Larry Hoover, though?
I've heard of Larry Hoover. I don't follow Larry Hoover. Who is Larry Hoover?
Oh.
What'd he do?
I ain't even gonna say nothing.
Why you bring him up? Why would you bring somebody up, ask me if I know him, and then when I say, who are they? I don't even gonna say nothing. Why would you bring it up then?
That's like I was bringing up other stuff you don't really know about. But you so mighty intelligent and everything else, you know other stuff.
Yes, I know other stuff. Everybody
stuff.
Don't follow the exact same stuff.
Right, because I don't really follow that goofy politics shit y'all bring up.
But you bring it up every time.
No, I don't. Have I brought it up today? No.
Yes.
No,
you just spent a whole lot of time talking about people getting immigrants and all what. Yes.
What else?
You bring it up every time.
Yeah, what else? My break up with. I'm gonna keep listening.
All right.
You have a good day. Lower your damn voice and blood pressure.
All right.
I'm gonna holler at you, man.
All right, weird. Oh my goodness. Oh, and my neck hurt. Oh. He said it all happened suddenly. When did Jimi Hendrix die? See, y'all know I don't really know. Somebody, see, you don't know nothing. You don't know the date that Jimi Hendrix died. I don't. I'm sorry. You don't know nothing, see? Jimi Hendrix died September 18th, 1970. Prince died April 21st, 2016. He said, From Jimi Hendrix to Bill Cosby to Michael Jackson to Whitney Houston to Prince. All of that happened suddenly. That's a lot of years, but suddenly. It's a lot of years. Suddenly is not like 40 plus years. You have to look up suddenly. But, okay. Sometimes people who do drugs, they overdose. And sometimes famous people who do drugs, they overdose. Everything ain't a conspiracy. Yes, it's time to go watch Lincoln. Yes. Go watch Lincoln. Everything ain't a conspiracy. Not that there aren't some conspiracies. Here's my goal. My goal is, even though it's not going to happen because I'm a neutron and I don't do nothing, but if they ever come after me, I want them to have to straight make up some stuff. I don't want them to be able to come after me with some stuff that I actually did. Which is why I try to not do stuff. I try to not drug women or sexually assault them or sell drugs, commit homicides so that they can't come back 10 years later and say, remember, for the past 20 years you've been drugging women and forcing them into sexual slavery. Now we got you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like, Emanuel, we want you to do this. And I'm going to be like, no, I'm not doing that. If you don't do it, then we're going to go back and we're going to find some bad stuff on you. And I'm going to be like, I'm not doing that. And they're going to have to go back and be like, when you was in high school, you didn't do your homework. And I'm going to be like, everybody already know that. I told them. Well, remember that time you went up to the school with your friend and he broke some toys? Yeah, I already told people about that, but I didn't break no toys. I was disgusted that he would damage all of those toys. They were perfectly fine, even though the place was throwing them away. And they're going to have to just make some stuff up. And then they're going to have to manufacture all the evidence to prove the stuff that they made up. They're not just going to be able to pull out old video of me dragging women by the hair or having sex with little kids. They're not going to be a barrage of women that I have to admit that, yeah, I drugged them and had sex with them. It's not going to happen. They're going to have to make something up. Everything is a conspiracy. I think Ron say they gonna get you for that fire stick. We know you have one, that's why I don't have one. Cause they're not gonna be able to, you got a fire stick that you put Cody on. I'll be like, nope, I don't have a fire stick. I refuse to get and use one because I knew this day was going to come. When I'm trying to buy NBC, I don't want them to come back like you had a fire stick. No, I had no fire stick. I refuse to get one. When I bring some immigrants over or, take care of some immigrants that are already here, show them some mercy and help them, We told you not to be helping immigrants. I don't know what to tell you. And believe me, y'all, if I OD on some drugs or something, I was set up. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't even drink alcohol. I'm about to bend down. This is about to hurt. Maybe I'm not. Little baby, come here. Y'all, I need assistance, even just with this. This is about to be horribly ridiculous to prove a point that don't even need to be proven. Give me that bottle. Thank you. That's it. I don't even drink. So if they tell you that they caught me, I alcohol poisoning or drug overdose or something like that, I don't even drink. I still got this bottle from before Lincoln was mad at me at the Urban League. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do no drugs. So if they find me and I done overdosed and drowned in the tub, they set me up. I just want that to be known. Because I might help an immigrant here or there. I want to make sure I'm not in no, big time trouble. See, I had her walk all the way across the basement to come over here to hand me a bottle. What else? What else we got? I don't know what else we got. What else we got, y'all? Hold on, let me kind of finish what I was saying. We should be careful when we're talking about we want parents to be held responsible for the actions of their children. Because the other side is not, they're not taking that like hopefully some of y'all mean it. And if you really think about it, like just for a second, really stop and think about it. What does holding parents responsible for those kids look like? In your mind, what does it look like? Because if I say you want them to go to jail, people get mad and say, ain't nobody said they want the parents to go to jail. So what does it look like, holding them responsible? Hold the parents responsible. What does that look like? I'm going to tell you what the other side is saying that it looks like. They're using the kid up in Michigan and the kid who just, I don't even remember. Where was that last shooting? What was that? It might not have been the last one, but the last high profile one where the kid did the shooting and they done arrested his dad in Georgia. That's what they're using as their example of holding parents responsible. They're saying, look, if the kid is down on Government Square and gets in some trouble, then that parent should be arrested. That's the wording that they're using. So while y'all saying we don't want them to go to jail, we're not saying put them in jail. They're saying put them in jail. And what they're saying is, even people from their own community get mad and they want parents to be held responsible. They want them locked up too. So you be specific when you say you want parents held responsible. Be specific and tell us what does that look like in your mind. Because it's easy to say, I want parents held responsible. It's their kid, so they should be responsible for their actions. What does it look like? Two 14-year-olds get in a fight down at Government Square. Two police are pulling them apart. And you know, when people fighting, somebody grab them, they swing and they pull away. Now they're charged with resisting. And no, don't let them, accidentally elbow or kick or something. Now they're charged with assault on a law enforcement official. So the parent should be charged with assault on a law enforcement official and resisting arrest and what else? Say, but Emmanuel, that ain't what nobody mean. That's what they're saying. And you agreeing with them. So be specific. Be specific. What does it look like? I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all. Say he just takes stuff too far. He always going overboard. He take it too far. I can only tell y'all what I'm hearing them say. Y'all need to listen to the other side. Y'all know the other side is crazy. That ain't nothing new. So anyway, the happening happened. And that's that. Lindsey Graham is going to hold a press conference. Either he's holding a press conference because one of the things, apparently this happened earlier today. One of the things that they're wanting to do is end birthright citizenship. They want to end birthright citizenship. What does that mean? I know most of y'all know what that means. But for the one or two who's definitely not a neutron, who probably don't know what that means. What that means is, if you're born in America, you're considered an American. If you are born in America, you're considered an American. Even if your parents are immigrants. If you're born in America, you're considered an American. Birthright citizenship. They don't like immigrants so much that they want to end that. So that if you have some immigrants that come here and they have a child here, that child is not a citizen here. This is how far they're trying to take this stuff. These people are not out here playing games. Some of y'all out here playing games. I don't know if she black or if she Indian. What they got to do with anything? What they got to do with anything? I think all of us reasonable people can agree whether she's black, white, Indian, Latino, Samoan. I think we can all agree Trump is a threat to democracy. So let's put the I don't know what she is person in office, because at least there's a much better chance that we're gonna have a democracy when the I don't know what she is person is finished in 4 years. Ron says, no, we don't have agree with this. I said those of us who are reasonable. I'm pretty sure if I didn't say that, I meant to say it. Those of us who are reasonable understand that he's a threat to democracy. The rest of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can justify anything in y'all minds. Like, okay, so what? He sexually assaults people. He only did that because they want him out of office. So what? He kept classified documents. He only did that because Biden did it first. So what? He sicked the mob on the Capitol to try to overturn the results of the election. He only did that because, well, it don't matter why he did it. It didn't work. Ron says, you don't know if he did that or not. You just saying that because they're saying that. Which that are you talking about? I said a few things. One, he's adjudicated. He's found guilty. He sexually assaulted them people. And that was proven in a court of law. One, I watched it live. I watched him sick a mob on the Capitol building in an attempt to overthrow the election. Those two, I know, I'm certain that he did. The third one, okay. Let's say, Ron, you might be right. There's a chance that they broke into Mar-a-Lago and planted all of those documents and told us that they were secret documents that he didn't have no business having, that they probably planted anyway. So I guess that's possible, even though he said he had them. But maybe he lying because he is a liar. So he's lying about having the documents that he had. Or did he have them? And then he lied. One way or the other, he had the damn documents. If you don't believe him to be the biggest liar in the world, then he admitted that he had the documents. He said the president has a right to declassify documents, although he didn't return them. He should have. He still has a right to the class. I think you're saying he has a right to declassify them. He said he didn't. Donald Trump, said he didn't declassify them. Look it up. His words. He said he did not declassify some of those documents that he had. He specifically said that he didn't. So let's even just assume that your theory is true, that he could have declassified them. He didn't. And he didn't have a right to have the ones that he didn't declassify, that he showed to people that didn't have the clearance to see them. We know that for a fact. Either way it go, you can't, but y'all gonna keep making excuses why it's okay. And that's why I said those of us who are reasonable people, those of us who are reasonable people understand that he's a threat to democracy. That doesn't include everybody. There's a lot of people that are not reasonable. What else is going on? There's a hurricane happening. Hold on.
Since 1910, Apollo Home has stood as
I don't
Cincinnati's
care about
beacon.
Apollo Home. Hold on. Two people have been indicted. Where Steve Raleigh's family beat up that old couple, allegedly. Two people have been indicted in connection with an assault outside of Montgomery Inn back in June. The case presented to a grand jury, and on Thursday, a Hamilton grand jury returned an indictment for Kyle Riley on 3 felony charges, 1 count of felonious assault and 2 counts of aggravated assault. The court documents allege Kyle Riley used deadly force and knowingly caused serious physical harm to Lois and Douglas Morrow, who were, elderly people at the time. Troy Morrow was also indicted by a grand jury on 1 misdemeanor count of menacing. Court documents state Morrow knowingly caused Steve Riley to believe that the defendant would cause physical harm to the person or property of Steve Riley. What? So, okay. Kyle was indicted and Troy was indicted because Troy made Steve believe that he would cause some physical harm to his person or his property. Shelly?
Hi, I have some scoop for you on the Rileys.
Okay, I'm down for some scoop.
Okay, well, number one, Mercy donated the smaller mansion to them over there by the Pine Grove. Okay, their nonprofit is worth $2.4 million. The main mansion, the Crosley Estate, is up for sale because nobody wants to get married anymore because the Rileys have trashed the ground. Somehow they managed to get a work permit or a building permit to excavate the land, and they want to build this humongous office addition on the 7,000 square foot house. They're not over there providing services to these people that are supposedly recovering from addiction. It's all a farce. But Steve Riley used to give people in high school alcohol to hang out with his daughter. Basically, their Maddie's house over there is a party pad for Steve Riley and his wife and their friends. Charmaine McGuffey donated $10,000 to their little nonprofit. So that might have to have something to do with why nothing was going to happen if it didn't go public, number one. And I just found out just from you today about the old couple's son getting a charge. That right there, I don't know what you think about that, but I think that's wrong.
It feels wrong. I mean, if your son beat up my elderly parents, I'm gonna be mad, and really fighting ready to protect my parents. And
But it didn't seem like he was swinging. It seems like he was really just trying to get the guy off of his parents.
no, I agree. I don't think he should have. Based on what I saw, I don't think he should have been charged. But I don't have all the evidence, to say.
Yeah, but did you? That John Tuclo guy, the prosecutor, works in Hamilton County and Claremont County?
No, I did not see that.
That's kind of odd. How can you be a prosecutor in both counties?
Why not? Many people have multiple jobs.
Just like double dipping, maybe? Double dipping in county funds?
Well, yeah.
But, when people kept saying why are there charges, it's that Charmaine McGuffey, she's a Democrat, and Simon Lease is a Republican. And they had DeWine down here doing their little roast Simon Lease to raise money for their Maddie's house. But, if you've got 2 drunk alcoholic sons out here beating up old people and a dead daughter, you might not be the best people to help helping people out. personally, I think it's a land grab, and I think they're trying to get all that land over there. But it's trashy. It's in that area. Everyone should drive by and see what they've done to the area. The historical landmark's been there 100-something years, and the rallies move in. It's trashed. It looks like trash. And they're charging people to fish over there. So take it for what it is. But I think Steve Riley looks like a pedophile, and I think his wife looks like a whore. That's just my opinion.
I guess you have a right to your opinion.
I sure do. They're white trash. All right. Have a good day.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Shelly don't like them Raleighs. And she used to hang out with them. How does one, well, if I'm saying, how does one look like a pedophile and somebody, how do you look like a whore? I could see the look like a whore thing. I'm sorry, ladies. You can look like a whore. It don't necessarily mean you are a whore just because you look like a whore, but you can look like a whore. Twin said something that, again, was factually inaccurate, and I want to let him know that he's inaccurate. I had to find it. Twin says, indicted. You see enough evidence to bound you into a grand jury. Wrong. It's not what it means to be indicted. You're wrong. Here in Hamilton County, a grand jury indicts you. And that means there's enough evidence, they see enough evidence for you to go to trial. You've been charged, they take that case to the grand jury, you get indicted, that goes to trial. If the grand jury says, there ain't nothing there, you don't get indicted, basically, end of story. So, yeah, no, you were wrong, sir. You were wrong. I think you were on the right path, but you were wrong. Jerica says, how does one hang out with white trash and not be white trash? I don't know what white trash is. Okay? I don't know what white trash is. But, look, she said, Steve Raleigh, however you pronounce his name, Raleigh, looks like a pedophile, in her opinion. She said that his wife looks like a whore. That's her opinion. And if there is such a thing as white trash, I think we would all kind of have to agree, Shelly sounds like white trash. That doesn't mean she is, but she sounds like, what you might think white trash would sound like. So it's reasonable that, she would be a fairly decent arbiter of what white trash is. So, I mean, I kind of agree that she feels that way. Twin mad. Don't be mad at me, Twin. Twin say, shut up, E-Man, you're lost A. I don't know what that means. Again, Twin, I'm just trying to help you, bro. You're saying things that aren't factually accurate or that doesn't make sense. And I'm trying to help you at least be able to say it right. You have the idea, but indicted doesn't mean that the case goes to a grand jury. Just being charged will take the case to a grand jury. Nate says, Shelly doesn't sound like white trash to me. I'm on your side, Shelly. That's not a knock on Shelly. Well, maybe it is. But that's not... I'm not saying that she is. I'm just saying she sounds like it. If she can judge people based on how they look, I can definitely judge based on how people sound. Y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Because my neck hurt. And I got a few things that I have to do even with the hurt neck. And apparently Lincoln Ware is on. So y'all go ahead and enjoy the Lincoln Ware show. Victoria says somebody suggested she should be on council. I probably wouldn't be the type of collaborator they looking for. And Victoria, that's kind of what I was saying yesterday when the suggestion was made to me. Like, I might not, I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but I might not be that person. Not yet, or at least not at this moment. Not at this moment. Maybe somewhere down the line. Maybe somewhere down the line. Vernon says, put an ice pack on your neck, man. I might have to do something. Y'all, a lot of people don't know this about me because I don't really share this stuff. But I don't really do medicine. Like, period. When I got a cold, I just, let my body go through whatever it had to go through to get rid of the cold. That's it. Get rid of it, expel it, we done. That's how I let my body handle stuff. My neck aches. I just let my body heal. But yeah, because maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I guess I slept wrong and but I let it do what it did. And y'all remember I was showing y'all I could only turn my neck so far, but I was straight after that. And then something happened, and when I got up yesterday, I couldn't turn my head very far, and now it's even worse. So yeah, I might have to put a little something on there. Put a heat pack. I got one of them those muscle stimulators, the little pad that you put on, and it's got the little electrical thing, and you put that on, and it make your muscles jump and all that kind of stuff. I have one of those, but I haven't put it on. I haven't put it on because they tell me you're not supposed to really wear that stuff anywhere near your heart. Like, what I'm saying, it could kind of mess you up. And the last thing I want to do was like have a heart attack because my neck was sore. Brent says you were straight after that. What were you before? Crooked. That's why they call it a crook in your neck, because your neck is crooked. But then eventually I was straight, and now I'm crooked again. Vernon says, don't use that. Ice is the best therapy. And then somebody said, yeah, put some heat on it. Where's that cream from the old coworker? No, I'm not putting no sticky substance called cum sea lotion on my neck. Not happening. Not happening. Veronica says, man, tell your wife to massage it. She did. She did. She massaged it. I think it got worse. I don't think her massage messed it up, but yeah, she massaged it, and I think it got worse. So I'm gonna have to do something. I can't be walking around like this. You know what I'm saying? I might as well put on one of them neck braces where you can't turn your neck. Because this side I can, this side I can go. I can't do it fast. But this side, right there, I feel it right there. And it does not feel good. Seabreeze says, do you stretch? Well, not typically. I don't just sit around stretching. So no. And I didn't know. I never thought, oh boy, you about to go to sleep. You better stretch before you go to sleep. Who thinks that? But Shannon says, need a muscle relaxer. I would never do muscle relaxers if I can help it ever again in life. This was many years ago. I worked at the meat packing plant. I had back spasms. Because I used to get back spasms quite regularly, actually. But I had back spasm. I woke up one day and I thought, as ridiculous as this sounds, I thought I must have broke my rib because it hurt so bad. Every movement, it hurt so bad. I was like, I think I broke my rib or something. Went to the doctor. I actually went to the emergency room, and they were like, no, you're suffering from back spasms. They are pretty severe. And they sent me to another doctor. So I got in and saw that doctor, and he prescribed me some muscle relaxers. I went home. This had to be in the 90s. I went home, took the muscle relaxers, went to sleep. And again, I only remember this because the Bulls were playing in the playoffs. And I wanted to see the game. So I took the muscle relaxers. I went to sleep. The game was the next day. I woke up thinking I'm going to, check out the game, whatever. I had slept an entire day. I missed a whole day. The muscle relaxers, completely did me in. And I don't know. I don't do none of this stuff. I slept an entire day and didn't even know it. I was mad. Oh, I was mad. How could you let me sleep a whole day? Well, you was breathing. And I vowed then I would never take muscle relaxers again. Mike says you should stretch every part of your body frequently. If you say so. I don't, but I'll keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. Meat packing plus muscle relaxer equal Diddy Freako. That's real funny, Jarika. That's real funny. All right, y'all. I gotta get out of here. I think maybe I had little baby walk on my back, and everything. See how that work out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Sorry, I gotta move mainly eyes. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. As always, as you're out and about, doing whatever it is that you do, be the reason that somebody smiles today. Somebody asked me, will I be on tomorrow? I intend on being on tomorrow. I intend on it, so, unless something comes up, I don't know nothing about it. I intend on being on tomorrow. I'll be late, of course, because I gotta go pick up the little baby. But, maybe not. Because tomorrow is Grandparents' Day at the school. So, maybe I won't be late tomorrow. Because I think they're getting out early on Grandparents' Day. So, we'll see. But I'll be on. I intend on being on tomorrow unless something else comes up. All right? Again, if you're out and about, or even if you're not, give somebody a call. Be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all.